What's up, everybody? So I have a very special announcement today. If you guys have been keeping up with the daily Xenoverse videos, I briefly mentioned that there will be another playthrough of a game that is not Dragon Ball Xenoverse on this channel, and it's gonna be played through in, oh my god, such a unique type of way. And by such a unique type of way, it's just gonna be a little bit different, okay? It's gonna be cut up a little bit different. It's gonna be a little bit more enjoyable as a playthrough, because I know a lot of people with their playthroughs, it's just like, they'll have like 30 episodes to get through their game or something. I don't want it to just, you know, be so extensive. I'm going to reveal the two game options. By the way, this hat is a hint, and I have another hat which is facing the other way, which is a hint, okay? Because the way I'm gonna do it is whichever game that I decide to do, I'm gonna end up doing both eventually, but it's just a matter of which I do first. But whichever game I do decide to play, I'm going to be wearing a specific hat for that game, okay? And if you guys have noticed, every time I've worn this black hat with the red thing, it's always been backwards. There's a reason for that, because I didn't want to spoil, I guess, the game that the hat is associated with, because each hat I have is associated with the game that I'm gonna be playing. There'll be like maybe an episode a week on top of the videos that I already do. So like the people who are just subscribed for Xenoverse, you're still gonna get that, but please do stick around for those other gameplay videos, because I wanna show you guys that I got some things to offer other than Xenoverse, because there has been quite a bit of people who are on the side of, oh my god, do you only play Xenoverse? And then I'm just like, nah, B, I'm working and my hours are crazy and blah, 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 you know, the usual. Anyways, without further ado, before I show you the two options of the games that I'm going to play, I'm going to show you the hats. You guys remember, one is a Nintendo exclusive. Many people made a lot of guesses. I don't think I saw anybody who was right on the money. Some of them had the right franchise, but they weren't right in terms of the game. And then I also said that the other option was a PlayStation exclusive. Then some people had the right franchise, but a lot of people guessed Uncharted. Nah, it's not Uncharted, okay? Both these are games that have been out for for a few years, one of them for many years. But the first thing I'm gonna show you guys is the hats. Before I show you the hat that's on my head, I'm gonna just show you this hat. As you can see, do you guys know what this is? Do you know what this is? Look at this. Do you know what this is? This is the Triforce
from The Legend of Zelda.
This would obviously be the Nintendo exclusive. Many people guessed that it would be Zelda Breath of the Wild, but I have another thing to show you. Actually useful! We have Zelda Ocarina of Time, okay? Zelda Ocarina of Time, like this was my childhood, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the game that like I would play as a kid, and like there's so many nostalgic memories. And as you can see, I have it in its OG Nintendo 64 cartridge. I do still have a Nintendo 64, so I would be capping on that, so the quality might be a little iffy. But the only thing, as I mentioned, is Nintendo, they're very much sticklers about copyright. So the way I would have to edit a Zelda Ocarina of Time playthrough, it would be very editing intensive in terms of like, I would have to maybe add music for certain scenes because they don't like when they can hear the music of their stuff in the scene. There'd be a lot of cuts. Basically, the audio might be a little low. The way I'd have to edit it is just to protect myself from copyright, because you know, Nintendo, they're very much like, how dare you publicize our games even though it's helping our company? But we're mad about that because we don't know why we're mad about that, but we're mad about it. So this was option one, okay? And again, I'm gonna be doing both of the playthroughs that I decide to do. And both of them will be a lot of fun. And the next one up, all I'm gonna do is twist my hat. And don't judge this hat, because this is not an official hat. I couldn't find any hat for this particular game franchise that worked, okay? I'd like to buy. So what I had to do is buy this generic hat, and then I bought a bunch of fabric markers, as you can see. Here's one of them. It's a fabric marker. Basically, I drew my own, I designed this hat, pretty much. Like, I got the blank hat, and then like I did the work on the hat. You're gonna see it's kinda ghetto, but you know, you'll get the point. Okay, hold on. I did the Zelda song for the so this time I'll do I'm trying to think of how the theme song goes. This is gonna be more difficult to do with my voice. Dun, 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 dun. Dun-dun-dun. 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 Yo, I couldn't do the God of War theme. Is too dramatic. God of War. I am the God of War. This is my Kratos face. As you can see, I designed a little Kratos face. If you don't know who Kratos is, you crazy as hell, but this is the PlayStation exclusive, God of War. And this was my stipulation. I didn't know if I wanted to play the entire saga of God of War, but I feel like that would be too much. So basically, I would just do God of War 3. And the reason why, specifically God of War, I have the God of War saga right here. Specifically, the reason why God of War is because, I mean, God of War 4 is about to come out. I know I haven't had anything God of War 4 related on my channel, but I have been keeping an eye on God of War 4, and that is something that I might do a playthrough of when it actually comes out. So I feel like God of War 3 would be a great transition into God of War 4, just at least on my channel, so like I can, you know, anybody who's interested in God of War can at least see a glimpse of the playthrough with God of War 3 prior to God of War 4 coming out. And you'll be able to see me as Kratos running around, just ripping people's heads off, taking the eyes out of Cyclops. What more could you ask for? Look at me. And again, the way I play through it is, you know, you're not gonna just watch me figure out all the puzzles. You'll watch me figure out puzzles, but I mean, again, you just have to stick around for the way that they're edited and stuff. Again, there would only be like one episode per week, maybe a total of 5 or 6 episodes per like game before I complete them like in totality. So those are the two options. We have God of War, and then I would obviously just buy the remastered version on PlayStation 4 for God of War, or we have The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Either way, I will be doing both, but there's gonna be a poll in the, there's gonna be a video card on this video with a poll associated with it for which one you wanna see me play first. Again, I will eventually play both anyway. I have no idea how long they're gonna take. I've never done a playthrough of an adventure game, just because, and by I don't know how long they're gonna take. I don't know, like, you know, how much time I'm really gonna get to like really, you know, be on them and then, you know, try to get an episode out. So like, in terms of that, just because of the crazy hours and stuff. No official release date for whenever episode 1 will be, but yeah, vote on that poll. I'm also gonna be running one on Twitter, so check out my Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, it's always in the bottom corner, at SeeReax. So check that out there. And then of all the votes that I get on both sides, I'll determine which one I do first and second, but again, I will do both. And if there's anybody who is like, you know, the people who are the die-hard Dragon Ball fans, give it a chance, just because I know that there's a lot of people feel limited. There's a lot of YouTubers who feel limited, but I don't feel like that, because I feel like with the people who watch my content, a lot of you guys are like the real deal. And what I mean by that is like, you guys are the same people who watch me just talk for like 30 minutes when I was doing that video, just me venting and stuff like that. So those are the type of people that that I'm glad to have as a part of my subscriber base. Like, it's not always about the quantity of your subscribers. It's the quality of them, and like, you guys are, there's a lot of just really down-to-earth people who are just going to support me no matter what I do. So I would love to see you guys in those playthroughs. Just to be a lot of fun for you guys. I'm gonna try to make it as entertaining as possible. You guys know I do my best not to steer you wrong in terms of that. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me. Those are the two big playthroughs. You'll either be able to watch me as the God of War, tearing people apart with all the gore and violence, maybe going deep inside some people who are just, you know, sitting off to the side, or you'll see me as the hero of time, Link. I might even get me a green tunic. Just kidding, because I have a green screen, so I won't be able to do that. But I will have a hat. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know what you think down below of these two options. Nobody really guessed these properly, or at least not both in the same comment. My name is Dion, I'm known as SeeReax on YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next one. Waba. With that, I just have 2 more words to say. Just subscribe.